The afternoon sun is soft, golden, melting into the stone streets of a small Tamil town. A group of school children walk together, holding their notebooks tight, whispering with excitement. Their eyes are fixed not on what's in front of them, but high above. Why is that tower so big? One boy asks, pointing up. Before them rises a giant temple Gopuram, its carved figures glowing with faded paint, its shadow stretching far across the bustling street. Pigeons swirl around its tip. The air smells of incense drifting from the temple gate. The children stand in silence, their necks bent backward, a little dizzy just from looking at its height. Strange, isn't it? A temple where the walls may be quiet, but the gateway itself steals the sky. Why did our ancestors build these towers so tall, so elaborate, almost larger than the temples inside? Was it only decoration, or did it serve a deeper, hidden purpose? And here's the secret. Sometimes, that which welcomes you is more powerful than that which lies within. The children are still staring. Suddenly, a temple bell rings inside. A strong, metallic clang that rolls out and bounces across the stone streets. The sound echoes and echoes again, climbing the tall tower as if the Gopuram itself is answering back. A girl whispers, "Did you hear that?" The tower spoke. Of course, it wasn't really speaking, but in that echo, there was something mysterious, something alive. What you just noticed, he says to the group, is no accident. These towers are not just stone and sculpture. Each Gopuram is like a living instrument, tuned over centuries. And its job is far bigger than you think. The questions come quickly. Why only in the south? North Indian temples don't have such tall towers. What do these carvings mean? Gods climbing, animals standing on animals, demons fighting. Do people climb to the top? What's inside? Their laughter flickers between awe and playfulness. Here's the strange part. The tallest towers, some more than 200 feet tall, were not built to show off wealth. They were built to capture the mind, to pull it upward like a magnet, and maybe even to heal. The children fall silent. The idea lingers in their ears. The storyteller walks with them closer to the tower. The stone feels rough if you run your hand across it. Tiny fragments of lime and color still cling to its carvings. First, the science. These Gopurams were feats of engineering. Each part angled to catch sunlight, each curve designed to withstand wind, rain, even earthquakes. Their immense size acted like landmarks. Before GPS, before maps, travelers saw the Gopuram from miles away, guiding them like a lighthouse. If you were lost on the road, you only had to look for the tower. And the acoustics, when a temple bell rings, or when hundreds chant together, the sound doesn't stay trapped inside. It rises. The tall tower amplifies and disperses it far into the town. The whole neighborhood receives the vibration. The children glance upward again, as if sound itself is drifting down. It was not only science. Think of culture. A Gopuram is a doorway, a cosmic gate. Its sculptures are not random. Every creature, every god, every demon carved there tells a tiny story. Together, they remind us, before you step into the sacred space inside, you must pass through the whole drama of existence. The tower shows the struggles and the divine, the chaos and the order. You walk beneath it, humbled by all of life itself. One child looks closer at a fierce lion carving. Another notices gods riding upon animals. Their faces soften into wonder. And then comes belief. They say the tall Gopurams represent Mount Meru, the axis of the universe in Hindu cosmology. The Gopuram is the spiritual mountain, reminding your mind to rise higher. That's why your eyes are forced upward. The act of looking itself shifts your thoughts. In times of kings and wars, when anxiety filled people's hearts, the towers were built taller and taller, not to mirror human pride, but to lift human spirit. Every glance at them whispered, "You are small, but you are also part of something vast." The children stand quietly now. The tower no longer feels just like stone. It feels like something much more, a link between earth and sky. Evening light now paints the carvings ochre and deep red. The smell of jasmine garlands drifts from the market outside. One by one, the temple lamps are lit inside the Gopuram's passage, their glow spilling gently onto the stone street. The children gather again, eyes wide. One says softly, "So the tower was never just decoration?" It's like a voice for the temple itself. Yes, a temple without a Gopuram is like a person without an expression. The tower is the first smile, the first call, the first embrace. And that call is not only for gods, but for people like you and me. To remind us, look up, rise above, do not stay buried in the dust of daily worries. The boy who first asked the question looks again at the height. He whispers, "It makes me feel small, but also safe." That's the lesson, isn't it? Sometimes what makes us feel small also frees us from heaviness. The Gopuram does just that. It takes weight from our hearts and lifts it skyward. As the lamps flicker and the chanting grows, we step away with a calm sense of awe, our eyes still searching the tower's tip glowing against the night sky. And this is only one secret of temple science. Did you know that in Lepakshi temple, one pillar still floats without touching the ground? You can pass a thin cloth beneath it. Was it engineering genius, divine design, or something we still can't explain? The effect it has on the human mind is unbelievable. We'll explore that mystery in our next journey.